Hello everyone, it's Michael again. Thank you so much for stopping back at my channel. I am coming to you today to show you another mini album that I made for someone in town. And I have to admit, this one was difficult. Normally when I make an album, it kind of talks to me and things flow very easily once I get into it. This one, she wanted a baby girl book made with pinks and gray and birds. And I love how this book came out, and I knew at the end it would look awesome, but getting to the end was difficult. Um, I don't feel like this is a baby girl book, although it's a beautiful book. I'm going to take you through this pretty quickly and hope that the dogs don't bark because it's a little bit later this morning that I wanted to do this. So the book measures 6.5 by 6.25, and the spine is 2 inches. I used a paper pad called L'Aquarelle Designs. It's by Ultimate Crafts. It's a 6 by 6 paper pad, and I had showed it to my friend, and because it had birds and butterflies and cool colors, muted colors, I went with pretty much this. This cover part and another part inside the book, I wanted something different for the cover with birds, and I ended up buying a digital file from someone called Mitrushova Art on Etsy. It's a bunch of watercolor birds and bird houses and some flowers. I will have a link at the bottom if you're interested in looking at that. So I used one of those for the cover. The baby's name is Emmanuel. On the cover, I pop dotted the flower here and the flower and the bird. I added some stickles here. And the name I printed on pink cardstock and a couple of times, and then I just cut it on the scan and cut and glued it together to give that kind of layered 3D look. The pink dots and the pink solid, this is a paper from a company here in Brazil called OK Scrapbook. If you're Brazilian and watching this and understanding, I will leave a link to that down below also. Let me get into the book. So I have 4 pearls here and just some stickles on the flowers to give a little bit of shimmer. Open it up, and I have a little plastic pouch here because they want to either do the sonogram or a lock of hair or something for the baby. And this is page 1, which this flips up here. And all the dotted pink sides, it's a double-sided paper. One side is the solid pink, the other side is the dots. I left the dots alone so that they can just, I didn't want to cover up the dots. Here we have a little pocket with 2 photo cards. And on the back, this is the other side of the scrapbook paper here from the pad. One side is kind of watercolor colors, and the other side were printed designs. So this goes in there. Close that. I have a photo mat here that slides out. I used the same paper on all 3 pages, and the other side is just the plain dot so that they can do with the other side as they wish. When you flip it over to back of page 1, these are some flowers that I made using fun foam. My friend Sue is obsessed lately with fun foam flowers, and since fun foam is really used a lot here, I decided to go in and give it a try, and I really like how they came out. Very cute, and just some distressings on to add some color. There's a magnet under here with the belly band, and the belly band opens. And I did it a little bit wider here so that once the photos are matted, it won't be bulging out too much. So I have a flip up here, like that, and then a large area for a photo here, and even here and here if they want to do some photos there. This page, I have to admit, I completely stole from, not stole. There's a woman on YouTube who I recently found, and I saw a video of hers. It's Laura's Craft Zone. I will leave a link to her YouTube channel below. I've been making mini albums a long time, and I constantly am watching videos, and I always learn something new or see something different that I want to incorporate into an album. And she had done a page like this, and thank you, Laura, but I completely used your idea. So this is a waterfall page. It's got 4 layers, and each layer just flips up like this, and have the dots on this side for them to mat or journal or whatever they want to do. And this area is just open if they want to do a bunch of journaling about all the photos. That's a great idea also. Again, another photo mat that comes out over here. Then when you flip it over, this side is plain for a big photo or smaller photos. Then when you flip this open, we have a little flap here. And I did one side has the dots and the gray, and the other side is the dots here with the gray back here. And I made a couple of photo mats for each side. And this side just has the dots over here. And on this side, I have 2 other photo mats. And this is that paper, the same digital paper that I used on the cover. Just kind of pulling that in a little bit also. So this closes, and I love this area here because you have some extra room here for photos. This side, I have a envelope here, a little pouch. This is also the paper that I used on the cover, and I made a little booklet so that they can do 2 photos on the inside if they want to, and on the back they can write a little bit. And this slides in here. Then when you open it up, I have one very long, and I'm not going to be able to get this in frame. I guess I can maybe. I'm thinking if they want to do a really big photograph and cut them into pieces so it's a beautiful photograph but in pieces. I love this idea, and I love these muted watercolor papers. And then over here, a long photo or just leave it alone. Here's another area for a photo. Again, we have the photo mat that slides out. This edge that I used here, and where else did I use the edge? And the edge that I used here, this is a border edge from Clear and Simple Stamps that I got from them a couple of months ago. And I think this is the first time I've actually used a border edge like this, and it's really beautiful. Okay, back to the book. On the back, I have 4 squares here so that they can put 4 small photos. And the back is just plain, and that's that. So this is the book. It's not too thick, it's a little chunky, but it's only got 3 pages. And I am absolutely in love with it. So I'd love to get your feedback. Let me know what you think of the book. Like I said, at the end, I think this is a beautiful book. It all came together beautifully. The papers were talking to me. I don't know if it was the grays I had an issue with, the gray with the pink. I don't know, but I love how it came out. I'm very happy with it. I hope and pray that she is as happy with this book as I am. And if you have any questions or comments, just leave it below. Subscribe to my channel if you would like. And I will talk to you soon. I'll be back soon with another book. Thank you so much.